Akko here again. Welcome to episode 64 of my Feed the Beast a Little Bit Let's Play. Look what's happened. All the magic flowers have popped up. This is bizarre. Yesterday I put my radioactive queen back on. Now I'm sure this used to have node purify, but I've got rid of node purify. I thought I'd set it to none, but that's not what I want, is it? Yeah, that's what I want. When I look in here, I forgot I even had a rock cutter. I used that for ages. When I look in here, I apologise for the sound quality of yesterday's video, by the way. I think my mic was touching my beard, but I've combed my beard. I don't think it's touching it now. Look on here, it's got node. So I don't even think I had the node serum. I'm pretty sure this would have had node purifier at some point. So I don't know what's going on there, but it's created loads of flowers and the act doing me no harm, so I've left it. So in case you was wondering why there's loads of cinder pails outside my house, then that's the reason. Cinder pails and whatever these are called, I can't remember the name. Yeah, loads of magic flowers, which is of course they're blaze powder, which is kind of nice if it's early game and you ain't got blaze spawner or anything. They're pretty useful, especially with medium stone, because you can turn them into blaze rods. This is still kind of working. I should have actually made some more of these, or at least put water on this side, but you can see it definitely makes a difference. This side ain't growing at all. And just to test, about half an hour ago I put 2 Zycraft soil down there and nothing's happened, so that really don't work. So we can put them back. And see, I've got these 2 seeds in my hand. I might as well put the 2 seeds back that I pulled off there as well. No, not letting me out because it's not tilled, idiot. I'll just stick them in there then. You'll do for me. Right, as you can maybe tell, I've got a bit of a cold. My nose is bunged up, so I apologise if I'm even harder to understand than normal. I know I'm not the easiest person to understand anyway, so me with a cold might not even be worth me making a video, but I'll see how it goes. And if you can't understand the word I'm saying, just tell me to stop being a dick and I'll take a couple of days off till my nose sorts out. Right, where was we up to? We're getting on with the fusion reactor. It's taken a long time. It's taken a few episodes, this, just because I haven't really got time to sit watching my machines go, and because of this thing, my stuff's not really that well automated at the minute. And I guess the main part is because it's that close to the ultimate beta 1.5 version coming out, I don't really want to rip everything to bits and start again, but I maybe should for the sake of you guys. I've been a bit slack by not upgrading. So, but we'll see how it goes. If the pack doesn't come on Monday, I'll look at getting this automated better. But I'm still hoping the pack does come on Monday, even if it might not have. What's happened there? Okay, there we go. I think this is our last 28 advanced casings we need. Every time I use them fabricators and it pulls into the adjacent one, every time I think, where's my shit gone? Even though I should know by now that it just pulls it into the next one. So this, as you can see, we're totally encasing the fusion coil, like I said before. So you should have no fusion coils showing. I think it'd be a lot cheaper to actually loads of people bibbing horns near my house. Don't know what that's about. I think it'd be a lot cheaper to actually, well, not a lot cheaper. I think it'd be comparable to actually put some more injectors and stuff in rather than have it all casings, because casings aren't particularly cheap. Right, I've got 1 spare. I think that's how I worked it out. So we still can't tell if it's right though. So the next thing is to make an IDSU and connect that to there and see if it starts charging the injectors up. So into, let's see if we're missing anything for this. I'm probably going to run into problems because of one of them. As far as I can tell, yeah, we're going to have problems with that because this is going to get jammed up. It's already jammed up. Wonderful. So waiting for. Right, let's do that first. So it looks like I'm going to have to make the GridTech computer cube separate first. So what I'm going to do is, you've seen me make that stuff before, I'm going to make that stuff and I'll be back. Hello again, I'm back for a bit. A combination of Greg making this machine and me being unwilling to work out how to automate it properly is making this take absolutely hours. I tried auto-crafting interdimensional storage, which I've done before. It worked fine before. It was a one-click item before. Now, no chance. No chance. I've got to craft each of these storage units separate because I need a Greg Tech computer, which needs crafting because these things both, well, all three of these things, all four of these things. I believe that was no, that one done. All three of them things use the assembling thing, so things get jammed up. It took about absolutely hours. I'm kind of doing it on and off, but it really is against automation, this thing. I guess unless you use Greg stuff, which I'm not prepared to work out with a minute. Something else I need. I've started looking at making a plasma generator that needs tungsten steel plates. That's vacuum hardened tungsten steel. So I'm on with making sorry for the sniff, vacuum freezer. So I made the actual item itself, and I'm just making the casings. So I'm just waiting for some steel plates. So I thought I'd make that bit on camera while we wait for other stuff. And I'll show you how to put the casings together for one of these. So if you look at this, the way Greg does his casings on his machine, unless you go to the wiki, which you can't guarantee will be up to date at all, until you put the machine down, you don't see what the casing is. So you kind of got to make it and put it down and think, oh right, so that's what the casing looks like. It's the same for all these. If you look at it, oops, there you can see I've got an all ready for it. If you look at the blast furnace, for example, that has just light grey because that can be any. The red is indicating the lava in the middle. The implosion compressor, light grey, which is the easy one, the basic one. Dark grey or black is a reinforced. And then if you look at the vacuum freezer, pink is the advanced. So I'm had to make another 8 advanced, even though I only need 6 for this. And 20, 8, 16, yeah, 20 reinforced. So more casings, and I'm putting these here. Seems like a good enough place for it. And what you're kind of doing is you're making the opposite of this. This is like, if you look at this, the reinforced stuff wraps around the normal stuff. This one, it's like, it's a star of the advanced stuff surrounded by like a box of the normal stuff. So it's like the opposite. Like that, is it? I think. And then this should work. Oops, not like that. It won't. You can break these casings with just with a pick, so that's okay. At least, yeah, made it so they explode back into machine parts when you break them with a pick. Oh, you shithead. That'd just be too much. So now we can wrench that off there. This takes 128 EU a tick, which I believe it's a medium voltage. I believe means we can just power it straight from this. Oh, yep, they take 128 as well. So this should work. Please work. And now wait for that to get itself happy. I've got no red, no green light yet, so I've done it wrong. I may have done it wrong. Incomplete machine casing. Okay, the one in the middle wasn't needed. The one in the middle should have been a hole. Yep. Okay, let's try that again. So I guess you're making a hole with advanced stuff around it, then the reinforced stuff is just to hold the advanced stuff in place. Of course it is. That should be better. Let's have a go again. No, it should go green. There we go. It's gone green from the front there. So that's working. Excellent. And we need, what do we need? We need 7 tungsten steel plates, which means we need vacuum hardened tungsten steel, for which we need hot tungsten steel, for which we need tungsten ingots and steel ingots in the industrial blast furnace. Excellent. So there's 7 of them. So I've not actually got any tungsten steel ingots. They're all plates. Damn it. I could have possibly done this with plates anyway, but I'll stick them in there. You know, we've got a bit of a backlog just from doing that quarry. I started another quarry yesterday. I ain't quarried for a while. just from doing that quarry, I've got quite a lot of hydrogen cells. I've been turning some of them into deuterium. And I was just going to use, because I don't really care about this fusion generator, I'm just doing it for fun really. Come on, put them next to each other. I've got helium-3 deuterium, which I believe is a recipe for the fusion reactor. Fusion helium-3 deuterium, yeah. So I can make stuff with them. So I've got nearly a stack. Well, I've got a stack of deuterium now, and I'll leave the hydrogen as it is. I can process some redstone dust if I want some more helium-3, so I might as well do that. I believe that's a centrifuge one. That's still processing hydrogen. That's taking care of titanium. Yeah, it's a centrifuge one, I thought it was. So I'll do that later. We should have at least a stack of each of that though by the time I can fire this bad boy up. So, waiting for the tungsten ingots. So we ain't got any yet, they're quite slow. So I'll be back when I've made them. I've got to put them through one, so then they need to go through again with some steel to make them into the hardened, and then I'll wire the vacuum freezer up and put them through again. So back in a bit. Okay, I'm back again, and small messes. You get 2 hot tungsten steel ingots for the tungsten and the tungsten and steel, and also you can just put your tungsten plates, and I think you can put all plates just back through a furnace to turn them back into ingots. So that's pretty cool. So I now got my 6 hot tungsten steel plates. I'm waiting for the 7th, well 7th and 8th, but I only actually need 7 at the minute, so that'll take a while, but this will also take a while anyway. So that's going. What else do I need to be doing? Right, I'm still making an ISDU an interdimensional. So where are we up to with this? I've got my, right, I need 32 of them things, and I've got 2. Okay, another 30 lapatronic energy orbs. These are pretty, oh, idiot. I think these are pretty straightforward. Just oh, are they? How do you make these things again? This is 8 lepatron crystals from the iridium, I think, innit? So I'm going to need 30 iridium in there. No, I'm not. I'm going to need 4 iridium in there. No, I'm not. I'm going to need 30. Oh, it's horrific. Yeah, it's 8 of them. Let's look at the recipe, dickhead. Yeah, 8 lapatron crystals around an iridium plate. So I need to make sure my iridium plate crafting's working okay. It's all good fun, this, you know. I think I made 30 of them. I've got 6 there, so I'm going to force some of these through. Mixed. How much mixed have I got? Or advanced alloy even? Advanced alloy, I've got none. Okay, let's have 64 of them getting made. 64 of them, 64 of them, and then that'll be 16 diamond dust I'll need as well. Oops, apologise, I'm going to keep sniffing, I really do apologise, it's not very good. 15 of them, and we're slowly getting there. Turn all them into, yep, that's working, that's going down, so that's good. They're working away. So, back again, I'll go back to trolling the forums while I wait for more stuff to be made. Back in a bit. And back again, and I can't count. I made too many tungsten steel, only 5, I don't know why I thought there was 7 needed for that. But there's that made. So we've got a plasma generator, we've got a IDSU, and we've got some HV cable. I'm just using HV cable for now, I've not bothered making superconductor wire. This should carry it alright. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get our IDSU on there. I want that facing downwards, so shift click. Now that may be putting power in. Power's definitely going down, which is a good thing. Now I don't think my EU reader works on that. I'm going to check. In the creative world I had some kind of debug tool I made. Let's see if the EU reader works on there. 510 in. So there's stuff going in there. So that makes sense if you put in the 2048 output of that guy. 2040 for some reason. It's 8 short for some reason. So let's put in 510 for each line. So that's filling that up. That's good. So this should, yep. So it's working. We've done it. We've set it up right, I think, because the power's going up, which is good. So we need to get the power up to the point where it can kickstart the process. So we're going for 60 mil. 60 million, yeah. And does that tell me how much that's storing? No, it's just going to flow through it. So that other machine that I could get would tell me the actual flow. I think these old 10 mil each, is that right? I might have to make that other machine actually and see. So the only other thing we need to do now is I should have maybe put that on the edge here. Should I put it on the edge? I probably should have, but it's done now. I couldn't just waste a bit of this. Oh, that's why it's losing. It loses. That's why we're only getting 2040 in. It's because these have a loss, don't they? That's why I don't often use them. So what we need to do is plasma generator, and I guess that wants to be facing up, and that should feed in from there. So in theory, apart from the deuterium, I might actually make some superconductor wire. Actually make it right. It's not losing much though. Looks like it's losing what was that again? Was it 510 down there? So it's losing 2. Is it losing 1 each? Each bit of wire maybe? I don't know, so I'm going to wait for them to fill up then. I might look into that other tool, and then we can put some stuff in there when this is powered up, and we'll see if the bastard thing works. Okay, back in a bit. And back at it again. So the thing I was looking at making is called a portable scanner tricorder. Don't make the Star Trek noise though, so not really a Star Trek tricorder because you don't make the noise. You gotta make the noise, don't you? I'm just making the bits that you need for that, and then we can charge it up and go over there. It needs a lithium battery, and it needs a thing called a crop analyzer, which is for IT2 crops, which is something I played with a long time ago, but I found that to be a bit more work than was really worth it. You can plant crops, you have to have them a certain height. I think it's over 118 weld height to make them grow right. And you can grow stuff like iron and sticky resin in plant form, but it was very, very manual when I did it. I don't know if it is anymore. I did it back on Tekkit, so it might be a lot better these days. I've not given it a chance because I think there's better ways of getting stuff. But I think you can make mead and coffee and stuff. I don't know if there's other ways of making coffee and stuff, but you certainly can do it through that, I believe. So we're just putting that through the assembling machine, the slow ass assembling machine. I've given up on the one that I overclocked, so I've shoved it in the cupboard. I've put 3 things in it and they've all been lost. It just sticks with no power going into it, so you can stick it up its ass, it can go in there. So just wait for this thing, and everything else is about ready, I think. We haven't quite got 64 helium-3s, but we've got 56. I'm processing endstone as we speak. I've been throwing it in there, as you can see. So that's getting us, I think it gets 3. Is it 3 every 16 endstone? Just double check. Endstone, come on. Use really slow at the minute. Oh, it's just 1 every 16. Okay. So I still need to put quite a bit of that in through there to get. I need another 8, so 2 stacks. 2 more stacks, which I've got plenty of, so that's alright. And come on, you slow ass thing. So I didn't overclock it because I say I overclocked that one and it just broke it. So I'm happy with making loads of them if they keep breaking. I maybe shouldn't have done 4 overclocks. I should have maybe just done 1 or 2, but I might overclock one of them too. See if it's alright. So we still can't really tell what's happening then. That seems to have stopped putting power in. That seems to have stuck at that point. I think this could hold 160 mil, so that'd be 80, that'd be 40, which means this ain't going to be enough if that is 40. You could hold 10 mil each, that means I'm going to have to get used tritium. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I think when I had this set before with 4, 8, 12, 16 of them at 160 mil, so it looks like each one of these 10 mil. So to kick off the recipe that I wanted to kick off, it takes 60, which I ain't going to have in there unless I make some more injectors, which I can't be bothered. So I'm going to have to cut again and turn some of this deuterium into tritium, which it just means electrolyzing it again. But you get, I think you get a quarter of the amount. So pretty much what I need to do is grab that. I can stop doing helium-3 because looks like we aren't using that for now. So okay, so it's gated then. That'll be why, if you remember the video that I did the other day, the kid had 4 on one side and 2 on the other. That'll be why he had 6, so he could do that recipe. As it is, I am gated from doing that recipe because I can only fit 40 mil in at the minute. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's, before I cut again, let's see how slow ass is doing here. If that got stuck, that doesn't seem to be moving to me. If it ain't moving, it means that the only way I know to get shit out of it is by breaking it, and if I break it, it loses the things I've just made, which is going to get me a little bit closer to rage quitting. So I guess I'll use my EU reader, see if there's power going into there. That looks like the same place it was last time to me. 14 going in, none coming out. Not being able to click on there. 16. Is there too much stuff going on for it to pull? That certainly looks stuck to me. So I am going to cut the camera and probably rage a little bit if that is stuck. If it's not, I'll be back in a bit. And I'm back, and this video is going to be up late. I apologise because real life happened yesterday. I was dragged out for a drink with some friends, and I've had a massive hangover this morning, so I've been a bit late getting things going again. This thing was working, it was just going really slow, so I managed to make the thing that I would have to make in, a portable scanner. So I've charged it up using the charger mat over there. It takes 100,000 EU, and if I remember from my creative world, this uses quite a lot. So with that we can click on things. So there you go. It's I think you can click on everything as well. Look. So it gives you the hardness and blast resistance of the floor and all kind of stuff. You see, it's not using that much energy. So see them things there. They contain, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 10 million. Yep, 10 million EU each. Max safe input and all that on there. Nice bit of nice little bit of kit. This blast resistance. You can remove this with a wrench. Oh, very good. And we can see that if we look at there, it's going to have 40 million of a possible 160 million. So 160 million would obviously would be. Go away. What's going on? 160 million will be 16 of these. So because we've only got 40 there, the best we can do is the deuterium tritium recipe. That one, because that needs 40 to start. So in theory, I've got 16 and 16 here. I should have got this automated a bit better. I should have planned this a lot earlier. I should have started getting deuterium and tritium made a lot earlier than I have. I've got another stack of deuterium going through there, and I've got quite a bit of hydrogen somewhere, I think. No? Hydrogen? Anyone? Must have used it all, must have turned it all into deuterium. So, but the last quarry that I did was, that's all the hydrogen I've got from the bauxite process. You can make it with water, I just haven't. But yeah, I really should have planned ahead and got a source of that going, so I had a lot more ready. But as it is, I've got 16 of each. So if you put them in there, you see that it's filling up the internal storage of the injector. So that'll hold 8 cells worth. And then I'm going to go, I think, I'm not sure which where it meant to go? Is it meant to them two pair together, or these two pair together? I think it's these two that pair together. So I'm going to put the deuterium in that one. And look at this. We've got stuff happening. It's we've got a little bit of plasma then, but was that it? That can't be in it. No, actually it was 10, not 8. So, okay. So use the power. That's generating more power. It's not getting power anywhere near quick enough. So that should be creating 8,192 EU a tick, but obviously that can only take 2,048. So does that have to be put into 4 of them? So that's filling back up. So them 4 guys are filling back up. So does that mean that... Right, let's look at the recipe again. Right, okay, this isn't... I thought the startup cost, I thought it'd start... God, course, okay, so it's very different from the old style, because it needs twice as much energy I've got feeding into it just to keep it going, so it's going to need another, at least another IDSU, if I'm doing it IDSU way, or I need to start making ASUs, adjustables, getting 4 adjustables on here would probably do it, 2,048 each, 1 adjustable on each of these would probably fill it up quick enough to maintain a reaction, but obviously this isn't maintaining a reaction, and that's probably losing a lot of its output. Let's try the EU reader, see what that tells me. So 2045 out. So yeah, that's not going to actually work, is it? I'm going to have to... That's good to know, it's good to know. I have to change it around a bit, make sure we've got more power going to these to maintain the reaction, because that's just not getting power in anywhere near quick enough to do it. So I'm going to have to create a better kind of loop for this. So unfortunately, I've got things on today as well, so I'm not going to actually be able to get an episode up in time for tomorrow either. And this episode's going to have to be short. I'm going to have to finish this now. It's 10 o'clock, so I've got to encode and upload this, so it's going to be up late and it's going to be short, unfortunately. Well, as always, we've kind of got something going, but not very impressively at the minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lever on the front of the actual computer there to turn it off. I believe a lever turns this off, and that should stop it from pulsing again. And when I get time, I have say I'm going up for my brother-in-law's birthday today, so I ain't got a lot of time. When I do get time, I'm going to change this so I can actually get better power in there. I think I'm just going to use 4 adjustables, so there'll be power of that. I might have to make some superconductors as well to make it run a bit better. So yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. Sorry for the short episode and for the lack of this working as it should have. I hope you join me next time. Cheers, bye. Okay, I'm back just for a little bit. I was looking at this and wondering what, then just working out what has actually happened then. So of course I've got 4 of these, so they can hold 40 million. And the actual reaction, if we look on there, it takes 4,096 a tick. So it needs a 40 million to start up. Well, then once we've started up, there's no power left in here for it actually to run, so it only ran for 1 cell. You can see there, we've got 10, we've got 5 there, so actually use 1 cell, produce 1 cell's worth of plasma, and then stop because we've got no buffer power in here. So at the very least I'm going to have to do is make more of these guys. I have to make at least a couple more of these guys and get power into them. So if I wanted to do the other reaction, I'd need 60 mil and then some buffer, so I'm going to put at least another 4 of these, I think, and they're called energy injectors. So I'm going to make some more of them. Energy injectors. Max CU for packeting is 8,000. Let's sort out my power a bit. Get this on the go a bit. Electric superconductors, they're quite expensive, yeah. So I need to make at least another 4 of them, I think. So I'll be doing that. And then we'll probably try this again tomorrow. Okay, off again. Cheers. Bye.